Okay, this is my review on the 1999 film Girl Interrupted. Now, this is a pretty good film. I know I reviewed it before, but I feel like I could have done a better job. So, this is me doing a better job. And, so... So this whole film opens up with, it's one of those films when it starts at the very end of the movie. And, character is, narrating the whole of talking about if you ever felt this way or maybe she was great or maybe she was a girl interrupted, whatever that means. And anyway, so the beginning of the film is this plot opens up with main protagonist who opens up with her trying to commit suicide and then getting checked into a mental institution called Claymore, I think. Anyway, so Claymore is all girls' mental institution. And so and the film really focused around its main focus on is when the film really gets going when she becomes friends with this girl called Lisa, and the pace in the film really starts to get interesting and entertaining and funny and stuff. It's the philosopher, but before the whole thing's kind of little, what's the word? A little too slow and depressing for my taste.
Did you guys fix the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't know if you fixed the toilet.
Okay.
Okay, love you. I'm sorry to bother you.
Love you. But it's not too much of it to a point where it becomes uninvesting. I'm still invested. I feel like it could have been more invested. But then when Lisa comes on screen, played by the talented and beautiful Angelina Jolie, before she got too skinny and paled. Yeah, this was back when she still, you know, could obviously tell that was a girl. Now she looks like a cross between Angelina Jolie and Marilyn Manson. That's what she looks like. She looks like a splice between Marilyn Manson and Angelina Jolie, the actual Angelina Jolie of her younger self from back in the day. It's really weird. Marilyn Manson, in case you can't tell, is a guy, but he had surgery because he wanted boob implants. He was weird and kind of disgusting also. That picture that I just pictured to you, It's a little just bit weird and disgusting picture. And look, I'm just going to say I can see why. So I mean, you can. Where am I going to? So I can see the appeal that the film got because it's definitely appealing. Because I really like it. Because it's a really good, solid film, and unlike The Shining, where it got. This didn't got the Shining treatment. It got bad treatment. The Shining did, and unlike The Shining, this got Oscar and now didn't got Razzies back in the day. But as The Shining did, the Jack Nicholson version of The Shining, directed by the famous Stanley Kubrick. So this is not like a. Unlike The Shining, it's not one of those hilarious. He's actually really good. So yeah, and you can actually everyone has in this film has a bit of a dirty secret and kind of corrupt and a little unhinged for but you feel like you feel like everyone is hiding someone, no one, but you don't feel like that's more you could feel like it's more true when it comes to this girl Lisa, that's played by Angelina Jolie, which I think this was the role really was her number one her really first breakout role, and you can see why, because she does give her best performance in this film. And I seen all except Maleficent 2. So her films, and I at some point binge watched all of her films. So yeah, when I was living with Mom, I binge watched all of her films that were out at the time. And this is one of the times when you feel like what I like about the movie, you feel like she's not really holding back. She's not going easy on the audience. She's not holding back any punches on her performance. So what I like about Angelina Jolie is that no matter what movie she's in, she always feels much like Scarlett Johansson, that she's going to give her all performance no matter what it is. And this comes across. For our rated film, this comes across very high when Angelina Jolie is on the screen, for the most part. Like in that teenager, haha, rebel kind of way. It has that kind of sense here, the teenager sense of. There's not really these girls act. Probably because these. So these girls have lots of quirks to their character and character traits, even though not all of them really get fleshed out. In fact, the only one that really gets fleshed out, I would say, is Cree, this figure girl who likes music, and Angelina Jolie's character and our main protagonist get fleshed out more than anyone. And after she gets checked into Claymore, our main protagonist, who I forget her name, so she meets Lisa, who is Angelina Jolie, after she's gotten caught by the people who work there and brought back to Claymore. And she gets mad because her best friend's not there. And turns out her best friend committed suicide because she had a feeling Lisa would never really come back, because she was gone for so long. And we don't really get any flashbacks of what this person looks like, but you do feel like this is a real person that they do a good job really picturing the head on their relationship picture. Like they do a good job, a really good job getting a good impression of this description of this person that we never see that committed suicide in this film because Lisa leaving. And so and then the state two. Lisa teaches starts teaching main protagonist the ropes around the show her how to get around the rules and how to break them and without getting caught. And with Lisa shows main protagonist that, and this is where the bond starts to build throughout the film. And then this girl starts freaking out because I'm not kidding, they make the whole digestive process and the aim is actually a plot point. I am not kidding you. I kid you not. It's really, I'm saying, it's just so she freaks out after access, and this girl and the girls and one of the proposals so she'll get prune juice, and she's like because with because everyone else is taking this laxative, and this girl actually one girl who really needs it is designing saying getting prune juice, and it's so odd. So this is where for Towns offers the girl her laxative, and then she tries taking advantage of the main protagonist, and then Angelina Jolie playing Lisa character puts a stop on to her trying to take advantage of just because she's a new person, and so Lisa manipulates the girl into taking lessons because by mocking her how she hasn't figured by assuming that she used to shit but hasn't shit in taste. It actually comes across kind of funny and humorous. It's like you're not really sure if this is supposed to be serious, but it's funny. It's at least engaging. And then they all trade Madison, she my memories are coming back, so I'm gagging on them, and I kept more anxiety leave me. And they trade medicines. Lisa and for trying to get sleep medication, and the girl is trying to that hasn't been sharing for days is just all the laxative medication that Lisa and protagonist had on them. So yeah. Then it cuts to, and we actually have for some reason this figure girl wants to play music, and we have this disfigure girl that has a half disfigured face, and I guess turns out she was in a firing and used to play music, but yet for some reason she keeps on getting denied of playing music for some reason. It's not very explained why. We just know she's not allowed to because Whoopi Goldberg is Whoopi Goldberg. yeah, Whoopi Goldberg does a Whoopi Goldberg job, meaning she just plays bitchy, cranky Whoopi Goldberg like she normally does. But it's, to be fair, I like how they keep her performance very. She has very little screen time, so you can't tell she's not giving a generic performance. But I can because I'm a pro of this stuff, and so she does a fine job of what she's giving us. But she's actually not really that interesting of a character at all. I mean, I don't know if it's a right performance, but Whoopi Goldberg, you can tell, is this one of the times, when Burgos playing out Whoopi Goldberg character, she's at least trying, this time. She's not giving a phone-in performance like Alfred was, by Michael Caine's Alfred was in the flashbacks to Batman Begins, or the Dark Knight movie from 2008. So you don't have to worry about being a bad performance, because it's not a bad performance. It's just how characters are in this comes across a bit generic and forgettable, And I kind of forget whenever I instantly forget. Whenever she's on screen time, I instantly forget the second about her when she shares screen time with the other characters. And I'm not really sure what her purpose is. I mean, my guess is her purpose is to lay down the law to these immature brats, but she never comes across that she's any better than them. She comes across she's like the same level of immaturity, perhaps maybe more, or as a more brattier but not immature. She's the same level of immature but maybe a little more brattier, because she's trying to lay down the law and be the authority figure in the film, like the mother figure to everyone. But she just comes across like, I don't know, you just don't fully buy it, whatever she's trying to do. If she's trying to be that character, then she should be that character, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like she's, what's the word, see, this is what I'm saying, she's trying, but, it doesn't feel like she's trying enough. She doesn't feel like she's 100% committed to the role like everyone else in the film. At least that's just my thought. And then one of the girls get released, and then one of the girls freaks out, and then they all start freaking out when they're doing yoga, and when they were in the middle doing yoga and stuff, and then and like main character sees like this therapist who's, let's be honest, to be honest, is this seems a bit of doesn't really care about anyone but himself. But when he sees that one of his patients that got released committed suicide, he is horrified and traumatized. So he does have more. So he does actually share more redeemable some redeemable qualities about him. It's not really. It's not real. It's not really. It was not. You just don't realize it until later on in the film. But you eventually do like all these characters, and by the third act is over, once it gets to the third act, you eventually start to like all these characters. You don't feel like, you realize that these aren't all, none of them are really monsters or unsympathetic or anything. None of the patients or the people who work there at Cleanwood, but they don't always, you don't really see it until the third act, or the half of the second act. But by the time we get to the third act, you feel like that she has, protagonist has become close to them, and that they become like a family to her. So that's nice. Because I like I do think since it's interesting because you actually see everyone's perspective. What I like about this film that you see everyone that works there and that doesn't work there, there's patients there. We see all of their perspective and with the event sooner or later, and then we also see all of their flaws and strengths throughout the film, and they see all the quirks and character traits throughout the film, especially by the time of third act. Something you really, by the time of third act film, you really feel like not just you, the audience, have grown connection to the characters, but you feel our main protagonist has grown a special connection between each one of these characters. That's why when you saying goodbye to each one of them and saying you mean so much to me, you truly believe it in my point of view. And this is after her, and one night Lisa breaks free and Ted misses Lisa and saying that she won't come back, and no one thinks that, and then one night she actually hitches a ride with Lisa, and because Lisa asks her to come with her, for a friend to come with her, her new best friend, who trying to fill the empty void that the best friend commits suicide. Lisa's friend that committed suicide in the film that because this is Lisa's absent from Claymore. Well, our main protagonist kind of fills that empty void, and therefore, also Lisa probably doesn't want to make the same mistake of losing another best friend, so that's why she tells her new best friend to come with her. Their mission is to go to Disneyland and work there. And they stay overnight. Of the girl that needed laxatives earlier in the film. She was the same girl that got released in the film, and she's the girl that Lisa and protagonist come to and to spend the night over in the film. But then Lisa starts psychoanalyzing this girl and figures out that her father's basically raping her, and while giving her free money to live off of, and saying and then says these things that they didn't release, and figure out they didn't release her because she got back, but because they gave up on her. And it's like, and it makes this too much sense. You can't help but not agree with Lisa's what she figured out, because it makes too much sense. It's like, and you realize, and apparently it's like so traumatizing when this girl's plan for truth by Lisa is she hungs herself overnight. Hung herself in the morning while listening to the song. The song that goes, "Don't they know it's the end of the world?" And I was listening, which is like song, but it's actually a really shocking and sad thing. They actually show you the corpse, and Lisa takes money off to the corpse but they need the money. So Lisa tells her best friend not to be stupid, and she leaves her, and she leaves her best friend behind to go to Disneyland, and protagonist does the right thing and stays behind, and report to Clingworth saying that she committed suicide, and you feel like and you feel this is kind of messed up that she left you. That Lisa, even though it's kind of messed up that Lisa kind of left her new best friend, only to get dragged back to the claimant after reporting the suicidal report, and everyone's really heartbroken that person committed suicide, and then Lisa eventually gets caught. And by the time Lisa comes back, our main protagonist is fully rehabilitated and is allowed to let go. After we'll go suppose to leave some wisdom onto our main protagonist saying that Lisa's been here for years and hasn't gone out in years because she's been here for years. And so Lisa asks if they're still messing with the main protagonist, and no, they seriously are going to release me tomorrow. So she just wants to say, so she just wanted to say hi to her best friend before she goes, and Lisa congratulations because she's happy for her scene, but she's also seems like her feels still a little broken. Then the film, the main protagonist hears Lisa's voice reading to people, and it's this figure who likes music, and I like this part. They did this thing for this video after she got in trouble for trying to play music. Lisa and our main protagonist start singing the song Downtown to cheer her up, besides playing some music to cheer her up, and it works. And they hang out with her, they sleep overnight outside her cell. Her real room, the psychiatric room that she's in. So it was a cute thing, and this girl, and also this other girl that Lisa's reading to, is a big fan of The Wizard of Oz, and watches this movie all the time. And Lisa's the one just reading the book, and the book is that Lisa's reading is stories that our main protagonist wrote, and it's basically she calls it her journal, a journal and diary, basically, from my understanding. I think she calls it a journal/diary, and Rainbow Dash. You just kind of get mad at me for that for a good chunk of a minute, and for a good minute or two, because what she wrote about the girls that listening to the book, Lisa and the girl that's into Wizard of Oz, and this big girl, she wrote some really harsh things about them in her book. And her journal, I guess it tends to be a writer, and the stuff in her journal is something that she will make into books, and the stuff that she wrote about was really mean and nasty. It's just like not no swearing on any dirty words or anything. You kind of feel for the character.